Right, so this is just a quick chat. I'm just sat chilling, kids are upstairs. It's just to say, I've noticed a few people are getting a bit, what's the word? Well, the vibes are down anyway because other people are annoying them with things they might not be doing or saying. And I just think, you know what? If you're not truly awoken yet, you sort of won't know what I mean, but if you are, you will. But it's just I just felt like saying this quickly because I've just been watching some other stuff while I'm cooking tea. But you've really got to learn to let go. If you're watching something, a YouTube or a lot of these live streamers, someone will know who I'm sort of saying I was trying to say before to just ignore it, but for instance, if it is someone on YouTube that you watch a lot of these live streamers or whatever, and someone said something or they're annoying you, you've got to understand they're bringing your vibes down. So in the bigger picture, if it's not someone mirroring you, which is, if you're trying to be positive and you like this and that, and these people that you watch, this is even friends in the real world, like you see on a day-to-day basis, people at work, if someone's not mirroring what you like, because I'll be doing a chat on this at some point, just let go. If they're on a channel, just unsubscribe, because the thing is, what you've got to understand is if they're making you feel crappy about yourself or they used to speak to you and maybe they don't now. I mean, sometimes, I say to people, I can't always chat to people in chat because if I'm trying to get something out, I need to concentrate. And sometimes I can't really go on not going live because it won't let me film long enough, and I do chat quite a lot. So sometimes I have to sort of just carry on with what I'm doing. But if it's making you feel that bad or someone's really upsetting you, like I said the other day in a chat, if you're feeling that way, you're feeling negative and it's really getting on your nerves, you're projecting that up and it's going to come back down and you're just going to get more of it, and that's why you're going to carry on still feeling down. So if you take a step back and think, for instance, if it's a channel or something, I'm not really liking this channel, they're not really sort of what I'm into, or they're saying this or they're not doing that, and it's really bothering you, just go and unsubscribe. Who cares if they unsubscribe from your channel? It doesn't matter. Like I said, I am not on here to get thousands and millions of subscribers. If my channel keeps going up, that's because I believe that's what people understand what I'm talking about, and they want to come on my channel because I'm spreading some sort of positivity, I hope, and people are genuinely coming on because they like to watch me. I know everyone's like sub because we've got to get 1,000 subs and all that, which is fair enough, but at the end of the day as well, you can sub them, but it doesn't mean you have to watch people I know this sounds awful, but if they're not on the same wavelength and they're doing things that you don't agree with, or they talk to people in a manner that you don't agree with, like they're not being nice and that, what is the point? Because they're going to annoy you. You need to be in contact with the same people who are on the same wave level as you, because it's just going to get on your nerves. What is the point? It's just like, all it's doing is making you think and then annoying you and bringing your vibrations down. You don't need that. You just need to be around, which is what I've been trying to say, is be around the people who are on the same vibrational level as you, because like I said before, can be your family or friends. Sometimes when you come on this journey, if anyone's on it, and you wake up, you realise that sometimes you have to stay away from people, and it can be friends, people at work, whatever, and you just have to stay away. Hi, is it Miss B and Fam? You've just got to learn to stay away. There's no point in having people that are annoying you because it's just bringing your vibrations down, and you don't need them sort of people in your life because it turns into drama, and drama is a distraction, and drama is negative vibes. We don't need drama in our lives, and if I don't know. I just try and tell people, but if you're not awake properly, you won't understand. Thank you. It's just, it could be a partner, it could be one of your best friends, but you're just gonna have to learn to like maybe not see them as much, and it's really hard. The stuff I'm into now is like, even people said they've woke up, they've had to leave the work where they were working at because they just woke up and thought, do you know what, I can't be around these people. All they're into is gossiping, causing drama, upsetting people. It's like, and what do they get out of that? Yeah, we need peace. Some people like it because they're on the lowest negative vibration they can be on. So they feed off like negativity. So they get something out of upsetting people, which is really sad because you get a lot more out of making people happy and giving not to receive, but you will receive because you get it in other ways. It's just on Facebook anywhere. If there's somebody, it doesn't matter if it's a friend, there's a reason why they say a lot of people with loads and loads and loads and loads of friends, it's probably not true because you only really probably have a handful of really good friends that really get you and really support you. The other ones are just people like you've met or you knew from school, but you sort of know them, so you just let them on because everyone likes to look like they've got loads and loads of friends, loads and loads of subscribers, loads and loads of people following on Instagram, but they're not really. Do you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, people, you know what I mean, but you've really got to look at the people around you, and if friends are upsetting to certain people, don't be around them. Go and find people who are on the same wavelength as you, who are mirroring what you're wanting to give out. Like the way I feel about me being awake now with my beliefs in like spirituality and things, you know, I'm meeting people on here that are on the same wavelength. I want to meet people out in this reality, in the real world. You know, we're on the same wavelength, and in a partner too. I need someone to be mirroring how I feel and what I see in the world now and how I want it to be. Hi, Christian. I've only come on for a little chat because Finn's upstairs playing with his big brother because Christian didn't know. My youngest one's 3 and my eldest one's 18 and I'm 41 now, so my hair needs washing. But I've just been chilling out watching some really good vibrations on people talking on here, and yours was a really nice one, Christian, before that I managed to catch. But I was just saying, as I know Christian knows and most of you do on here, it's just because I saw someone today that, you know, like I'd call a YouTube friend, and she was upset about something. I just thought, I think it was something to do with, I don't really know, but you know, like when you're following people and they don't like sort of include you and stuff and you feel a bit, it's just like, don't be around him, get rid of him, unsubscribe, you don't need it. So, you know, it only makes you think about how it's upsetting you, so then your thoughts are negative and then you start feeling a bit down and it's just mad. And I'm just trying to think about, I'll tell you what I am looking at. I was going on about Dr. Emoto's rice experiment. These plants are going mad, look. I know I showed you the other day, but they're right facing me and I'm just like, oh my God, like, they're just massive. I know what's going on with him, but look. They're like I need a big pole so I can stick them up a bit, but they've just gone mad. But yeah, it's just to say to people, got my candle on, yeah, they've gone bonkers. You know, you don't need people in your life that are negative because they're going to bring you down. And you will notice, and I think this is so true, when you start bringing up your vibrations and they start coming up to a higher frequency, I'm getting good at talking like this now, you will notice you'll attract the narcissists and the people with the bad energies because they're attracted to you. But it's because they're like a vampire. They want to suck the that good vibes out of you, if you know what I mean. And then I've been in that situation with someone, and then you start coming down and then you feel really down, and you've just got to, whoa, will I never do that again. You've just got to learn to start seeing that it's okay not to have people in your life. You don't need loads of people in your life. You need the people that are supporting you, that are on the same wavelength. Because I'm not being funny. If they're not on the same wavelength, then you're not, you can't really have proper conversations and things with people like that, because they're just going to see the bad side of everything. So, like I said, oh sorry, it got my thumb in the way. I've not got a to stand up on. There was a woman I said I used to work with, and I've said this before. She was at negative every day. Like I said, if you keep thinking negative thoughts, it's going to go up and rebound back down, back on you. So you'll just keep getting bad thoughts and bad things happening and attracting negative things in your life. And then you're constantly moaning. So she was constantly moaning every day, bless her. So then I didn't like talking to her when she used to come in work. I used to think, oh God, here we go again. Like, I'll say morning to her and have you had a nice weekend? And she'd just be like, oh, blah, 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 with a miserable face as well. And in the end, I didn't want to speak to her. And other people on the outside might have been thinking, God, she's being really rude. Like, but I just couldn't, it'd bring me down, if you know what I mean. So I just didn't like being around her. Not being around her. She was a lovely lady, really. It's just her vibes were on the wrong frequency. She just couldn't get out of that mindset because she was just looking at everything wrong, if you know what I mean. So this is just a little bit of advice, take it or leave it. You've just got to look at who's around you and who's like, really think about who makes you feel crappy and that. And like, if it's someone on Facebook, it doesn't have to be someone you know, or someone's putting posts up you don't like and they're not very nice, delete them. So what if you've only got 5 people at the end of it? So what? You know what I mean? The people who want to know you will want to know you. The people who, like people on here now, have seen my channel go up a little bit. Thank you. But my channel's not going. I'm not bothered if people drop off and come on. I want people to be on here because they get what I'm saying. I don't want people just coming on for numbers, if you know what I mean. That isn't what I came on here for. It was to sort of help people, which I think I've been doing. Well, I know I've been doing because people have told me. It's not about, everyone's like sub, and it's like, yeah, sub in a sense if you want to watch them, but it's no point subbing to somebody, because I say go and check the channel first. If their channel's not resonating with you, or they do things or say things in maybe in a manner you wouldn't do, then you're not really going to watch them. So to me, that's not supporting them, because you're not really going to watch them. There's quite a few big YouTubers I've subbed when I first came on here, and I'm going to have a look through my channel and I'm going to start getting rid of some, because I don't mean that in a nasty way, they're just not on the same wavelength. Or there's some people who are just like doing stuff for just views of likes and just to get the numbers to go, hey, I've got thousands of subscribers or millions of subscribers. Yes, but are you actually giving content that's helping people? It's all right if you like people who are not and you just like watching, I don't know. But I never came on here to do that. So because I didn't, if someone comes on, brilliant. If someone comes on and leaves a nice message, brilliant. If someone unsubscribes, okay. It doesn't affect me. If someone wants to put a bad comment on, oh well. If someone wants to stick a thumb down, oh well. That's a mirror reflection of them. It's not going to affect me. You don't like my video, you don't like my video. Then again, you shouldn't be watching. So if you're watching my videos just to make nasty comments and stick a thumbs down, then I'm winning because you're watching my videos. So I don't know. Yeah, you've got to clean it. It's like when Facebook first came on, it was like, oh, everyone, oh, yeah, oh, look at them, they've got more friends than me, they've got hundreds of friends. Well, actually, half of them aren't your real friends, even if you know some of them sort of. Half of them just like to nosy what you've got and what you're doing. And like, oh, look at me. And you look at people like, oh, look at me, happy with this and happy with that. People behind closed doors are not always that happy, so it's like a false... You can't always believe what you see, basically. But I just need people to really think about who are you spending your time with. And if you're watching anyone on, like I've said in many other videos, TV, YouTube, wherever it is, Facebook, who are you choosing to watch? Because if the people that are not giving out a good vibe that's making you feel good, why do you want people on your channel or on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, in your life as well, friends, family, that are just giving you bad vibrations, because you can tell people sometimes if they're not awake, they don't really want to know. It's not their fault. Still give them love, but it doesn't mean you have to spend time with them all the time. You might have to sometimes, but you can just stay away from it, because it's hard when you're trying to be on a positive vibration. You've got someone constantly like trying to be a vampire and suck it out of you, because that's what they'll do. And when you go around to maybe a friend's house and they're always a bit, and you come back feeling so drained. So you've got to think of yourself like a battery. You're energized, and then all of a sudden the battery's going down quite quickly because they're sucking it out, and you could have used that energy for something positive, not, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean, and that's life. That's yin yang, black and white, good and bad, whatever you want to call it. Dark and light, as in the sense of there'll always be people that like you, and there'll always be haters. But the haters can carry on hating, and we'll just carry on loving, and it doesn't really matter because we want to be with them people. We don't want to be with them people. So if they want to carry on hating, like I said, that's a reflection of themselves. They're obviously, the thing is with people who hate, they're not, they bounce out on other people, the hatred on other people, because they're not happy with themselves. They don't know how to. So one day they probably will wake up, because I have seen this, but if they don't, it's because they're just going around in a vicious circle. So don't hate the person. Just think, walk away. I don't need to say anything. I don't have to hate that person. It's just, I just choose to leave that situation alone, because telling someone if they get in an argument is going to bring your energy down again. So maybe, you just don't have to bother. But you have to think about, if someone's bringing you down, stop seeing them or stop watching the channel, or I don't know, because there is a lot of drama on here, or there has been, and it's been absolutely ridiculous, the amount of dramas. Thank you. The amount of dramas, not that I've been involved in, but the amount of dramas that I've seen on people's live streaming. I don't live stream as much as like a chatty one. I'm just trying to get messages across, but I will say, hello, mine, is it like a chat one? Sometimes it is, but I have to get it out. But you know what I mean? You've just got to watch for these energy sucking vampires. You don't have to let them make you feel like that. It's your choice to be happy. So if you want to be happy, get rid, block them, delete them, unsubscribe. Hi, old crow, I'm going in a minute. You always come on when I'm going. But just talking about getting rid of the bad vibrations of people. You don't have to be around people. I was saying, Christian, when you said where you lived and like there's not much going on, I'd rather live where there's not much going on, because in a way, when you live, I mean, I'm not in a big build-up city or anything, but where I live, but it's like if there's a lot of people, there's more vibes. So you could be have a little few of us who are all vibing the positive, and then there's a lot of them to weave round that are negative. And they do the hardest to bring you down, but you've just got to think, no, I'm going to win you. You will not make me feel negative. You can try, but I'm just going to smile back at you, so whatever. But yeah, you've got to think of it like that, but I hope that made sense. But I'm going now because I've just put tea on. Before I go though, we are winning, we will win. Goodness always wins over badness. But I've been in my bedroom sorting stuff out to take to the charity shop tomorrow. I've got a lot more to do. I've been doing clothes and shoes. I've got some of the kids' clothes to do. I've got a bookshelf to do, charity shop. I'm just like decluttering things I don't need. That's another thing I was thinking about today as well. So a lot of people say they want things, but it's no, do you actually need it? Like, this sounds really bad, but I'm not bothered now, like what people think. But Finn's birthday was on Sunday. I still haven't got him a present. He got presents off family, and I wanted to see what they got, because he's got loads of remote control cars and things, but he's got loads of cars, so I didn't want to add to the fact that I didn't want to buy him more cars because he's got loads. What does he need them all for? So I thought, He's only played with things for 5 minutes and he's not bothered. So I thought, no, he needs a new pair of, shoes, trainers or whatever, sneakers as you call them over there. And he needs a couple of other bits of clothing. He doesn't need more toys. It was Christmas, his birthday's in the beginning of March, so he's had a lot of stuff at Christmas. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make me feel like a bad mother because I'm thinking, I haven't got him anything yet. He didn't know because he was at his dad's, so he'll be surprised when I get him something, but I was having a think like what I can get him. He'll probably go, oh, but he's had a lot. But the thing is, he wants these things, these other things, but he doesn't need them. And that's where I went in the wardrobe and thought, right, do I actually need these things that have been sat there for years? I like them. I like the look of them. They're pretty, but they're stuck in a cupboard and I've not used them for a couple of years. So someone else might be able to use them. That's how you've got to think. Hi, Nini. I was just saying before, the chat was a bit about, just saying if anyone's bringing you down, and I know you've been having a bad day today, a bit, so blessings to you, but you've really got to, Nini, just, anyone's getting on your nerves. We do need very little to be happy. But, if anyone's getting on your nerves on YouTube, wherever, and they're giving you bad vibes and it's just making you feel upset when you go to that channel or wherever, unsubscribe. You don't need to be putting yourself in a situation where people are making you feel like on the outside or upset, because all it's doing, Nini, is feeding you negative vibes. I don't know if you saw my video the other day. Think of yourself like a dome and you've got like a invisible dome over you, like a force field. When you throw that negative vibe up, it's just going to bounce back right down. So you're just going to keep getting the negative vibes. But if you try and switch it and be positive, more positive vibes you send up, they'll just keep coming down. So it's really hard to work on it, but you've just got to keep doing it. Because I'm really awake now, as in there's a lot of spiritual healing things I want to go and do now. I'm just very, I can see it, so don't think, oh, this person, you used to speak to them or like they were nice at the beginning. If they're not mirroring what you want in your life as a nice, like if you're trying to be nice to people and trying to give this good vibe out, and then this person's not mirroring that back and they're throwing, I don't know, abuse or just nastiness, what you wouldn't say to somebody else, unsubscribe. If it's a friend, just don't bother seeing them. You need good, positive people will lift you up. All the negative ones do is suck the goodness out of you, and then you just go back down to feeling negative, and then it's hard to build yourself up. You can do it, but then you have to start at the bottom again and you have to come all the way back up. So really, it's lost energy that you could have been putting on something else. As soon as you see someone annoys you, if it's something like that, block them, unsubscribe, go and do something you enjoy and get back in that vibration of good vibrations, basically. But I'm going to go now because I'm probably burning my tea. Chips are what your fries are, chunky chips. Oh, it's okay, Christian. Good. I'm so glad, Nini. Good. Because you don't have to put up with it. Do you know what I mean? It's your choice to put up with it or not. Even if you hadn't unsubscribed, it is your choice. Nobody else's choice. No one can tell you how you should feel. So just think that in life now, even if you've known a good friend, if someone's making you feel upset, sad, get rid. They can think what they want. It's your life, and you just need to surround yourself with, good people. That's why I say it's no good saying all this sub business if you're subbing to someone that you're not really getting the vibes off their channel. It doesn't mean that you're not liking that person, but you just can't have that person in your energy field, if you know what I mean. And even if we don't keep putting fingers in the fire, so we shouldn't keep returning to the people that burn us. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because it just hurts you all the time. If you're just thinking, they're all about, and then they do it again. If they keep doing it to you, it's not their fault. It's like I said, it's not their fault. They're just not, they just don't understand. They're they're not awake to like, you know, being in the good vibe. So all they know is to be drama or, you know, nasty words because it's a reflection of themselves that they're not happy inside. That's all you've got to think. They're not happy within themselves. So they'll swear blind that they are, but how you act to other people is a mirror version of how you are inside. So if you're acting nasty to someone, that's okay, Nini. That is what it is. If you're reflecting it out, most people would be nice, but if that means you're good inside, that means you're a mirror version coming out, you're a nice person. But if someone's hating all the time, it's because they're not happy. They might think they are, but it's not, because you can see it coming out of them. Like, why do you have to be so, why are the comments always nasty? Why? Because some people are really stuck in their beliefs and what they think. They won't let anybody tell them anything different. And that's why them sort of people will never wake up to see what's, you know, what's wonderful in the world, as to what's bad in the world as well. But don't hate them for it. Just don't be around them. That's all you have to do is walk away. That's all I wanted to say. So I'm going now before I burn my chips, and I'll see you soon. Bye.